expect a heck of a battle between these two evenly matched competitors here.
It's huge for Stoltman that he had only lifted it twice prior to Leetsy's jumping in. So they're almost on even footing starting it.
Very, very closely situated, these two. Stoltman's going to need all that extra power and then some, because Leetsy's been disappointed pretty much with his performance thus far, not having near the success that he did in year one as a rookie, as you see his girlfriend there cheering him on from the side.
Those guys using a lot of tacky that's stuck on their shirts and their forearms and their hands and then stuck to the Atlas stone. One rule is when you drop it over, it has to fall, similar to tennis, within the white line. So you can't push it so that a guy has to take steps over to the side to pick it back up.
Yeah, with new events, competitors are always looking for ways to give themselves advantages, so these rules that are set in place really help to level the playing field.
I love this event. I love the format, and I love the fact that two of the best in the business are going toe-to-toe right now.
You can see these two go. Leetsy's looking very focused. It looks like Stoltman's starting to huff and puff a little bit. Remember, working muscles gobble up oxygen 3 times as quickly as resting muscles, and Stoltman's looking gassed right now.
But he's trying to re-energize himself, and he's certainly getting help from the crowd. Leetsy's is more fresh because he was the last man to jump in.
Leetsy's is attacking that 352-pound stone with a vengeance, volleying after every time Luke Stoltman tries to return his serve.
And that's it for Stoltman. He lifted it 8 times before he was done. A total of 10, and the fresher man Leetsy's wins out, and that has to feel really good to just be able to go into it as a spectator as Shivlyakov duked it out with Chalet.
Two wily veterans here going head-to-head in a battle not only of brawn, but of willpower and determination.
And again, advantage Chalet. He gets to jump into the fray last. He's been able to rest while these other guys have duked it out, including Shivlyakov, who had to knock out Els to get to this point.
Chalet's got to be proud of his effort here. Remember, struggling with the injuries a year ago, getting up there in age, but he's managed to stay healthy and has a chance here to advance going against the tough Russian.
Misha has got to be getting tired here, and I think we're seeing signs of that.
And you see Chalet right there kind of slam dunking the stone across the bar. That costs valuable time for Shivlyakov to roll it back close enough to the bar where he can get it back over. That's a good strategy.
And he's only got 10 seconds in the first place. He's having to pick it up at his feet at the back line.
Yeah,
like
you see that little extra slam dunk. Chalet, the savvy vet, showing you why he's been so successful in this contest.
And he's got to hurry. And he didn't get it over in time, Aaron.
10 seconds ended.
Boy, you nailed it. He didn't get it over within 10 seconds, and Chalet's strategy works out to a victory for him. Has already qualified out of Group 1.
Man, wouldn't that be something if both these guys qualify? Stoltman really likes this event. He's not scared to be here at all. He's got a full 6-inch advantage over Schmockstellis, who's only 6'2". Stoltman seems focused and really, really determined to make it to the final with his brother.
Schmockstellis, left side of your screen, Stoltman on the right. And every time that stone comes over, you got 20 seconds to work. The time limit there has not nearly been a factor so far.
I'm not going to lie, if I looked like Stoltman there on the right, I'd probably take my shirt off too. We rarely see a guy be shirtless in this event, but Stoltman indicated that he gets a better grip on the stone, and given that he's one of the better competitors in the world in this event, I think we should take his word for it.
Amazing drama here on the beach in Bradenton.
He's feeling it.
A spot in the final on the line. And Stoltman getting the crowd even more revved up.
Trying to intimidate Schmockstellis, throwing that stone at his feet.
Playing mind games here. Schmockstellis able to kind of bat it down that time.
Schmockstellis, the Latvian, starting to slow down here.
This is a heavyweight battle in every sense of the word, Aaron. I mean, this is why they brought this event into World's Strongest Man a couple of years ago, is for this very type of mental and physical grind with that spot in the final on the line.
Both these men are feeling it, but Schmuck Stellis just let out a loud grunt. You wonder how much more he's got in him.
Schmuck Stellis able to get it over and stay alive.
Stoltman attacking the stone, likely trying to limit Schmuck Stellis' time to recover.
Remember, 20 seconds once that ball comes to your side of the bar. So Schmuck Stellis, and that's it. He has tapped out, and Tom Stoltman indeed has qualified into the World's Strongest Man final for the first time in his career. And again, Brian Shaw gets to sit this out. He has already punched his ticket out of this group into the final.
Now Mitchell's at a disadvantage because he starts with the 400-pound stone on his side. So effectively, he's got to do one extra rep to win. So he's playing the role of the underdog here as we see Novikov get that ball back and kind of return serve.
It is a cruel game of tennis, essentially, and you alluded to it, and you never know when it could come into play. Once that ball falls on your side, the stone, you have 20 seconds to get it back over.
Time limit shouldn't be a factor here early on, but as this event continues, endurance will definitely start to play a factor.
The crowd, you would think, favoring Mitchell. They've been supportive of everybody down here, but obviously on home soil for Mitchell here in Florida.
Mitchell looking more comfortable with that 400-pound stone, more so than his Ukrainian counterpart, Novikov, who seems to kind of be figuring it out on the fly, how to just pick this thing up. That's his best-looking rep so far.
Mitchell going to take his time here.
How far back Mitchell's heels are, almost touching the line, and just literally leans forward. He better be careful there because as this goes on, he's going to get more tired. He doesn't want to get hung up on that bar.
Novikov looking strong with that rep.
Heels still further back. Got to be careful.
How great is this? I mean, it's mano a mano. Who can keep going? Who can dig the deepest and get that second spot in the World's Strongest Man final?
And that's what I love about this, Brent. It's not just about the strength. It's about the mindset and the focus, determination, and making sure you're deliberate and specific with each attempt is critical.
And once you get it over, thinking, man, I hope that thing isn't coming back. Will this be the time that it finally doesn't come back over?
This is the most sick game of hot potato I've ever seen.
No doubt. And now the ball is in the court of Novikov. Again, you've got 20 seconds once it hits, and that becomes, more of a danger the deeper we get, obviously.
I mean, think about what this is going to mean for each of these competitors. Making the final, as green as they are to this sport and this competition, it would be unbelievable.
Whoever it is out of these two, it's going to be a heck of a story going forward.
And look at Mitchell breathe there. He's gassed. The question is, can Novikov keep this up and keep applying the pressure?
For the moment, yes. And now Mitchell.
Taking a little bit more time to get that stone up.
Chance of USA in the background, helping to Will Mitchell. He gets that one over. Now it's up to Novikov. The winner into the final. Had it for a moment, now regrips it. Novikov, he's only got 20 seconds. He's dropped it twice. So we are closing in on the time limit, and that's it. That's it. Trey Mitchell, the American. His first ever trip to the World's Strongest Man, and he qualifies for the final.
And Novikov has to be disappointed.